the news of the day and what's going on with Lions training camp, and they had the night practice last night, and unfortunately, it did not go unscathed. These are the concerns we always have with the Lions going into any season, but particularly this season because there are such high expectations for the team. And when you find out that Ennis Rakestraw has an ankle injury, or that Jahmyr Gibbs has a hamstring injury, or that Terrion Arnold has an upper body injury, these are concerning.
Or
right?
What the hell's going on with Aleem McNeil? Where's he been?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots to be concerned about as a Lions fan, and of course the Lions organization. But we do want to ask the people about this too, and because a lot has happened in the last couple of weeks, right? We've seen the teams come together for their training camps, get things started. We've seen the first games take place, and we talked a little bit about it yesterday with all the rookie quarterbacks in the NFL this year. They all played pretty well over the weekend, and then you look in division and see what Caleb Williams did, what J.J. McCarthy did with both the Bears and Vikings respectively.
Even Jordan Love.
Right, and we already know what the Packers can be because we saw how good they were last year, particularly in the second half of the season. They had the best quarterback in football in the second half of the season. Statistically, it's undeniable. He was the best quarterback in the NFL in the second half last year. Jordan Love was. And then you go through and look at, okay, each team's dealing with this injury or that injury, but and this team drafted this guy and that guy, and they signed these players, and now you're starting to see it come together. And it brings about the question, because I think to an extent there is some shakiness, maybe. I don't know if it's a word, but this is why we asked the question. Of the confidence level you have in the Lions, has it changed at all in the last couple of weeks? Now that you're starting to see what other teams look like, and you're hearing reports out of Lions camp of, oh, this guy's banged up. I mean, when you hear about a hamstring injury, Kang and I are on board with this. And I think you are too, but maybe not to the extent that Kang and I are. When you hear somebody has a hamstring injury, and it's a skilled position player like a running back like Jahmyr Gibbs, I hate hearing hamstring. Like hamstring and high ankle sprains are the two things I don't want to hear about in a running back.
They linger, yes.
Yeah, and particularly with somebody like Jahmyr Gibbs, who is so extraordinarily gifted with his speed and the moves that he's got, and then you put a hammy on him. That's awful, because I mean he's going to make his money because of his speed, and the hammies are something that we feel like always linger. Like you're never really free of the hamstring injury until 6 months after the season.
Well, he had him last year.
I know.
And he missed a couple games. Then he came back and he was fine. But it does seem like something that maybe might be around for a little bit.